Hi, welcome. My name is Jen Lane, and I'm a registered dietitian nutritionist, a certified intuitive eating counselor, and certified yoga teacher. And today we're going to explore how to continue to eat mindfully during the holidays. So, mindfulness is the act of being present without judgment. When we're eating mindfully, we're present to the meal or the snack, we're engaged, we're experiencing it, we're really taking the moment in without judgment. Why are we talking about this related to the holidays? Well, the holidays tend to be a time where we get really busy and there's a lot of distractions. And so it can be a time where maybe we're not quite as mindfully connected to our bodies and to our eating experiences. We know that eating mindfully is really beneficial. It helps us to be more attuned to our body so we can eat the right amount, so we can have satisfying and pleasurable experiences. So it helps us connect to our hunger and fullness cues. It helps us to really determine what our body's needs are in that moment. So today we're going to discuss a few vulnerabilities and triggers that might come up during the holidays that really pull us out of being mindfully connected. The first one being overly hungry. Some of us tend to, kind of create a dynamic with food during the holidays where we're going to save up our calories or save it up and wait for the big meal. And this actually really sets us up for overeating. The next one being following food rules. So this is kind of seeing food as good versus bad, black and white, all or nothing, that Last Supper mentality. Essentially, once again, this sets us up for overeating when we think, oh, I've already eaten this quote unquote bad food. I might as well keep eating all these other quote unquote bad foods because I've already blown my diet. When really, maybe you were already satisfied and didn't need to eat more of those foods. The Last Supper mentality can also come into play where I'm going to start my diet in the new year, so I'm going to eat all this now. And that really sets us up for overdoing it and maybe not having the most pleasurable or satisfying experiences when we're overeating. The third vulnerability or trigger we're going to discuss as distractions. There's many during the holidays that might be being distracted because we're in a group setting or at a party. And so how can we really overcome these distractions? Fourth, having imbalanced or unsatisfying eating experiences. And the fifth is emotions. So, heightened emotions, family dynamics, this can all kind of pull us out of the moment. So we're going to explore those as well. So today we're going to talk about what are some strategies for overcoming these. And I'm just going to touch upon them so you have an idea of what we're going to get into a little bit more specifically. First and foremost is just really not letting ourselves get overly hungry. So we want to eat regular balanced meals and snacks. And in addition to that, we want to really plan ahead. And we want to know what's the food going to be like? What's the situation? Maybe we might want to bring some food to make sure there is enough to have a balanced meal. Or maybe there isn't enough food. And so we want to eat a little bit beforehand. Another being, not seeing food as black and white. So really being able to allow for eating in the gray, allow for having some of those quote unquote treats, and really giving yourselves permission to enjoy those. And, following that 80-20 rule that we eat for nourishment most of the time, 80% of the time, and we enjoy those fun foods 20% of the time. Maybe during the holidays, that becomes 30%, but we trust in our bodies and we trust ourselves to be able to enjoy those foods while also having balanced, nourished meals. So when we get out of that black and white thinking, that all or nothing thinking, we're able to really have that variety, that balance, eat in moderation. Another piece that we're going to talk about is just how to create mindful check-ins if we are in an environment where we're a bit more distracted. And also making the event about more than just food. Food is a great way that we do bond, but how can we make this about more than just food? Lastly, when related to emotions, what can we kind of anticipate and what do we need in those moments? And how can we continue to really have a good self-care routine? So those are just a few of the strategies we're going to talk about. We're going to create our own holiday plan to stay mindfully connected. And I'm really excited to have you join this workshop. We'll see you soon.